Hey, my lovely Geminis, hope you all are well. Happy New Year to you all. We're going to do your 2023 reading. So, to begin with, I will pull some oracle cards and we'll get a general energy look over the overall year for you guys. And then I'll pull a quick month by month spread. So, let's jump straight into it. Also, feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs as well, guys, for a clearer picture. And yeah, if you do like this reading, please don't forget to give the reading a like, guys. It's very helpful. It just helps other people find the reading as well. So let's see what messages we have for Gemini 2023, please. Angels, spirit guides, divine. Can we get an energy read for Gemini? Ooh, I saw that happy card wanting to come out. Okay. Wow. Can we get one more? Very interesting energies, Gemini. So we've got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. So this year you will see a lot of big things coming together for you guys. You may also find that there are certain people that you are going to be connecting with this year that could be a part of your soul tribe. These could be people that you're aligning with. We've got You're Not Alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. So I do feel like this year is going to have a lot of significance around connections for you guys. There might be a significant connection, and then there could also be other connections of significance as well that might come up as a theme this year, but we'll have a look. Yeah, for sure, because even with co-create, this is also talking about another type of connection, like a business dynamic relationship, work partnerships, colleagues, things like that, or just collaborations. So a lot around connections for sure. We've got Come to the Edge. So you may feel called to take some leap of faith this year, or to really go all the way in on something. Okay, not to hold back on something. Your guidance is divinely guided. So there's a strong intuitive message for you guys that this year you are going to be called to heavily follow your intuition and to kind of move straight ahead on your divine path. And if there are certain leaps of faith along the way, it's telling you to just kind of jump in there, come to the edge, create the things that you're wanting to create, and trusting that things are going to come together for you guys. There might be different themes, times where you feel like you're having solitude, times where you feel like you're with a specific person where you have some sort of a strong connection with, and times when you may feel like there's other collaborations or specific members of people, whether this is like your peers, certain family members, but it's more specific people that you feel like you recognize some sort of significant connection between, like yeah, like a certain quality of person that you could be very close with. So that is beautiful. We're going to move straight into January for you guys and see how you guys are starting off the year. So what do we get for Gemini in January, please? Wow, okay. Makes perfect sense. Two energies of something new. You can see, well, there's something here already growing, so something that you've already planted, and it's already kind of growing. This just looks like you're going to pursue this a lot heavier in January. So there's something you could have already, like I said, planted, and it just looks like from January you're going to be very focused about going after this, pursuing this. You know, putting the energy in so something can grow. You might want something to grow at a faster pace here. So I do see you in that energy, yeah. So Queen of Swords as well. We've got your energy. there might be bits of information or clarity that you might look for or get in regards to whatever it is that you're growing or pursuing in order for it to you know, reach its full potential. But I feel like with whatever it is, it's like once you add your real touch to it, once you kind of you know, spark it up, I do feel like something is going to kind of grow at a much faster pace. It just looks like when it was initially a seedling, okay, there could just be something about getting that initial starting point correct. But yeah, this looks like I'm getting all the signs here that this is something that could be successful for you guys. So whatever this is, I would definitely go after this from a clear mind. Try to have a clear mind frame before you you know, like let's say in the morning before you start working on this or whatever it is, try to go in with it with a clear mind frame. Okay, there's also a specific energy here of like well-being, self-nourishment. There could be a significant connection here as well for some of you guys if you're in a relationship. There could be some sort of like balance, well-being. I also see one person helping the other one with like some sense of giving them something they need, or there could be someone like looking after somebody in a sense of like, oh, okay, I see you need you know, a drink, you thirsty, and you know, get you a drink, something like that. Ace of Cups, but that could also just be metaphorically in the energy of someone that like could have a sense of care here, or if there's something that they feel like they see that you need, okay, they could be a help in helping you to get some of the things that you are needing. Ace of Cups. So obviously, if you guys, if you're not in a relationship yet, this could be a new love coming in for you. Okay, so just kind of know that I do see significant emotional connections. But now, for obviously, if you guys, there might not just be a love connection. There could also be in January a few people that you feel like there's some sort of care there that you know, you might sort of get a cup from. So it could be a friend, could be a family member, could be a partner. But then there's a specific connection, a specific person where there's a lot of love that I see that you're looking at here. So there could be people that care about you that are kind of looking towards you, and then there's someone that you care about that I feel like you could be looking at, and you may see something growing there with this person. You know, it's like when you look at this, there's like a lot of flowers here growing, so there's something here where you could be looking at or continuously watering certain connections that you want to keep growing. But I feel like there could be, maybe there's something you're trying to deal with, like I feel like there's maybe a certain connection you want to grow first. There's other ones that you could be growing around the same time, but it's almost like there's different things that you are looking at immediately, and then you kind of know that there's some things that you're gonna what's the word, balance out at a later time, or kind of put more of a focus on when you've kind of got something grown, whether that's work, partnerships. I think it could be a bit of both. Okay, so what else do we have here? Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So that is very interesting. There could be three people of significance here. I feel like there could be you, your person, and someone else here of value to you. We've got a lot of, well, Page of Swords, this could be your energy. We've got Page of Cups, and we've got Wands energy, so it could be fire energy or potentially earth energy. So I mean, I guess we do have all the signs. But Page of Swords, Page of Cups, What's going on here? Deep knowing. There's something that you already know, okay? I feel like you and your person might know something. And it actually looks like you may be giving your person some information or extra clarity. If there's something that you see, you might see something. Something could maybe shock you a little bit, or maybe you see something, you just get complete clarity, and it looks like you're going to give this information to a partner or a close friend. If it's work, it could be like a colleague, or there could be someone in a certain position here, right? Someone that's got some sort of a higher position. There could be something some information that they may give you, or some sort of clarity you might get from them. Okay. I feel like whatever this clarity is, it's going to help you know exactly what position you want to put yourself in work, how you want to show up. There could be something that you've yet to announce or say. And I feel like if there's something that you are yet to announce or say, you may feel like once you do this, it could be quite surprising, but in a good way. So maybe you've got some information, or maybe you want to communicate something of value that you haven't communicated yet. Let's see. Or someone may have this information for you. If there's like someone that you're going to talk to, and there's going to be some information, but it's going to be surprising in a good way. Okay. But it does look like you may tell someone something as well about someone else that could make them a bit cautious. But it looks like this person's already seen something themselves, like they've been taking a closer look. Yeah, and it's like either you're cautious already, and then, you tell them, maybe they're a bit surprised, but then they look themselves, and then, there's something they see with their own eyes, or something they hear, or something like that. But I feel like this is something that you already know. You could have assumed the position. Okay. Lovely. For others of you guys as well, you may have some sort of a plan to start like a new career, or there's some sort of new start here that's a part of your plan. And I feel like there's something that you realize you wanted to take your stuff out of, and this could have been a part of your plan, and then a part of your plan was to do something new with this energy. So whatever that is, it kind of looks like it's like this briefcase energy of like disclosed information. Okay, cool. So yeah, I do see a lot of desire, I see a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm in regards to whatever you're clear on, whatever you're pursuing. You may have a few communications, conversations, messages with people that you feel like, good energy, stuff like that. And like I said, you might be very clear on, other things as well that you are not investing in. Okay, lovely. Let's see if there's anything from the other deck. Okay. Nine of Swords. Okay. So if there's anything that you've been like thinking about here, about something, like some sort of potential threat that could come your way, I feel like you're very prepared to deal with this, and I feel like you're not going to hold back here. If you feel like someone kind of, if not trespasses, but like some sort of a threat or attack comes your way, I feel like you're not going to be holding back. Or maybe you've been in your head about like, should I like just start immediately what's the word? Should I just start immediately defend, like striking to defend myself, or to defend whatever's being trespassed? I mean, trespassed. Or should I make some other choice to just kind of like walk on, you know? There's something there about you getting clarity on how you are going to, how are you going to fulfill a desire that you have, okay? Even if, let's say, some sort of threat was to try to get in your way, okay? This could just be a threat to your progress, or you know, someone that may try to seek you, that you feel like there could be a bad intention there. But it does look like you're, as long as you're keeping a clear mind, I feel like your intuition is going to kind of guide you along the way. And I feel like you may, if you don't have clarity already, you will be clear exactly on how to deal with this, because it's going to be different for each of you guys. But I do kind of see like there's something about, you know, I feel like there's something you've been doing already that kind of makes sense, okay? Where it's like you're kind of in this, like, this throne energy, and it's like knowing your position. I feel like you kind of already know your position, but, you know, you could just be thinking about it, all right? And now what's going on here? Very interesting. Knight of Cups. So it looks like, it does look like, I need to clarify this, because it looks like there could have been something that you took a closer look at, that you maybe feel like you took a closer look at something to do with yourself in a scenario, okay? Because I feel like you assumed a position based upon looking at maybe how you presented in a scenario before. And I feel like you may have wanted to change that. Yeah, I feel like you may have wanted to change that because it didn't lead to the result that you wanted. But maybe someone else was happy with the result, but you realized that, yeah, no, that wasn't something that I should have, that wasn't the right action to make. Yeah. So there's something here. I feel like you could feel like you're very stern about something, because it's like you're very clear about something from before, but you've already assumed some sort of position based upon this clarity, and I feel like you kind of really only just need to yeah, because I feel like unless this person goes into attack mode, then you could then do what you need to do to defend yourself. But unless, if this person doesn't go into attack mode, then you can just kind of, do you know what I mean? You don't really need to do anything other than what you've been doing. Seven of Wands. Yeah, so maybe you feel like you've been in a process of some sort of like spiritual development, spiritual learning here. You may feel like there's an energy, like some sort of energy watching you, or a person watching you as you progress. I feel like you're aware of this, you know this. You know, whether they think, for some reason, they may not be aware of how aware you are, okay, because they're looking at you as like this baby in this new territory. But you have, it's like you've got some things up your sleeve that they don't even know, okay? So It's almost like an underestimated energy, but I don't feel like that. Yeah, it kind of works to your advantage, because anyone that's underestimating you is just because they don't really know what you have up your sleeve. And because those people doing that here, they could be people that, you know, like, how can I say, like people that speak without, like people that speak ignorantly, okay, or stuff like that. It's like they're gonna basically fall on their bum due to like their own words and ways, and due to underestimating you, because I see that your progression is only um, contributing to the growth of the things that you're putting into and the growth of yourself. And this person can't really stop that unless they were to do something to directly like cause some sort of actual harm to you, you know, kind of physically. And I feel like if that was to happen, you'd be way more equipped. Or you, I don't know, I just feel like you're equipped. And I'm not saying that's going to happen, by the way, guys. I feel like this is just a thought process of like all possible case scenarios, so that you just feel like, okay, I kind of, do you know what I mean, would know how to deal with anything that comes at you, because you may feel like anything can kind of come your way. So yeah, and if it's not necessarily physical, it's like if someone, you know, tries to get up close and personal and like deliberately cause some sort of like problem, harm, issue, something like that, it's kind of like, okay, you would be equipped and you'd have more than one way, more than one tool to kind of deal with it, okay? And that would probably be like their only tool at that point, where you would have several other tools just to deal with that one tool that they have left. Does that make sense? So yeah, so basically saying that would, that it's not really a it's not really a wise choice for someone else to make, because it wouldn't work out for them, is my point. All right. There could also be, what's the word? You could have seen someone like trying to hurt somebody else, okay? And if you look, I don't think they know that you might know this, or you've seen this here. You know, they may have felt like this was something they were getting away with, you know, but because, oh my gosh, if you have some sort of clarity on this, if there's something you say here to this person, I feel like it might shock them, or some sort of choice that you make to cut something out, or just something you do based upon clarity, or something that you've seen or was aware of. Maybe there was something that you seen to do with this person that kind of shocked you and made you want to, you know, do something or assume some other sort of position. Or maybe you feel like the position that you've assumed, you know, maybe you feel like it's not enough, but I feel like that's kind of just what you need to do for now, unless, you know, something else was to come your way. But in general, yeah, the person that feels like, you know, whatever they're doing isn't, you can't see it, and it's like they could just be watching you. They may think you don't see that either. Yeah, their actions is causing their own consequences, which is them feeling like I'm falling on my ass. Oh, okay, literally as soon as I said that, a card fell on the floor. Yep, 6 of Cups, and it was the next number up from the card I was looking at. So memories. So this all has a lot to do with memories. So I feel like this is more of like a past situation, but there's some sort of thought process of like a plan and clarity on how you're moving forward. Okay, cool, lovely. Let's move into February then. February, please, for Geminis. Okay. Definitely a sense of transformation taking place. There could be a lot of things around you changing in order for this new manifestation to come in. So it's saying if you notice a lot of changes happening, okay, it's kind of saying let these changes happen. Almost like surrender to some of these changes, because it's actually clearing the space, making space, cutting things out. It's like literally making energetic space for this new manifestation to come in, whatever it is that you're growing. Okay, there could be 3 different things that you're growing, and maybe all of these 3 different things you're growing symbolize like a new start for you in the new year. And the result of these things that are grown for you, it's going to make your life a lot lighter. It's going to lighten your load. Okay, and I feel like this is something that you've been going after or seeking or searching for a while. This might be something that you are doing where you have a collaboration with someone else. You're working with someone else here. There's something as well with this where it's saying, you know, if you feel like you don't have enough information, there's something about getting the information so that you can go about the process and build it like in the right way. Because there's some other people that might do this process and there is a way of like cheating the process. But I feel like for you, there's something here about like building the structure accordingly and properly so it lasts, you know, because I feel like, yeah, it may seem like the people that have kind of cheated the process, you know, their stuff's kind of grown a lot quicker. So there's just something about you. Yeah, and they may also have to do some underhanded things here, or cheat people out of certain things so that they can like grow their stuff quicker. Like there's just like underhanded ways of doing certain things that isn't exactly the way that you're being divinely guided to go about things. So you might just be aware of like other people's approach to certain things, which might not be, well, might not be, which isn't, let's say, the best approach. So it's kind of telling you to stay true to your approach here. But I don't know if there is someone that you, I don't know, there's someone here though that you may feel like there's like a masculine energy. Let's see, this could be someone in business. Can we clarify that energy, please? Yeah, I don't know. There's something here where it's like you may have been like reaching for something else before, and now it's like you're being told to go in a new direction. Okay, I feel like it has something to do with someone whose ways they could have like done, like, I don't know, there's like the process that's meant to be done a certain way, okay, for something to be like divine, and to come together and for something to activate from that. But it looks like someone's they could be in a high position but they haven't completed some sort of process. They may have like found some sort of cheat code, but I don't know, there's just something about not pursuing the direction that someone else has pursued, because it's not going to give you the result that you're looking for, because they don't have the result that you're looking for. So they might be clear in that way, but this is something to do with like this could be someone that just pursues things like selfish desires, you know, someone that's just like only about themselves and what they want and things like that. And there's something about like if you want like, yeah, look, love or partnership or other genuine connections, you know, then there's something about that pursuit isn't what will bring you the reciprocation and the love results. Okay, it'd be more of like a self-desired path where you may reach certain things, you may feel like you've reached certain things quicker, like financially, but it's just a path of just like money and desire, or money and what's the word, money, sex, money, work, money, fame. So maybe there's someone, here, this could be someone famous, maybe, or it could be someone single, that's committed to that path. So there's just something here, that someone just committed to either a single path or just like a sexual path. But it's a single path of just money, or a path where it's just like some sort of selfish desire. And I don't necessarily mean that like it could be in that way, but if that's a desire, then that's fine. There's just something about, I'm not seeing that being the case. I feel like this is someone else's path that you're aware of, but it just, there's something here about seeing that that path doesn't bring this love result, but it brings like some sort of speed, or some sort of money, or some sort of fame, or some sort of, or it could even just be like sex, money. There's something here that's void of the love, but it has the other things that would look good when people look at you. Does that make sense? When people look at you and like stuff like that. So there is something about, you know, following your genuine path, what it is that you love, and pursuing those things, because again, it's almost like, I feel like if this is what's showing up as your fulfillment, so this is where the focus should be. King of Pentacles. Yeah, so it does look like you're going to be using your strength here. I see, like, listen to your angels, and it looks like in this month you may find yourself surrendering or releasing a lot of things that maybe you were a bit confused or mentally conflicted about before. Maybe you feel like there's different things that could be all going in different directions, and maybe you're trying to figure out like which is the direction that leads me towards my fulfillment. You could be using your strength there, and then just trying to release the rest of the things that don't lead you towards your desired fulfillment, you know, something like that. And this also, this path as well, if you are looking for the money, it's on this path as well, okay? But there's something about the timing and being like releasing any mental worries, or not even worries, but like thinking about the money and the timing too much, but more so focus on being in the right vibration and pursuing and focusing on the right things. I feel like that's, yeah. And then just literally with the patience, that's literally it, the patience, and constantly taking the messages from your angels here. I feel like this is what's activating your money for you. Yeah, there's something financially that you're growing, and it's like the more, if you look at your money and maybe have a thought of like, oh, you know, where is it, or like, you know, if even if you have money, but when you look at the money you have, you feel like you don't have anything. There's something about, you know, staying in a vibration of like, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant, you know, regardless of what you see, you know, just kind of staying in that feeling space and that mind space. Okay, lovely. Let's see if there's anything else from the other deck, please, for February. Anything else for February, please? Okay, so it does look like you're going to be working hard. There could be some things that you're also learning as well. You could be learning some things here. There's someone that you could be learning from that is at your fulfillment or has reached something that or is on the path that would lead to your fulfillment here. I feel like this is someone that could be speaking some wisdom about like some sort of knowledge, but they're already experiencing a sense of fulfillment that you know you would also like to fulfill. So it kind of shows that like their knowledge, you know, that they've gotten their knowledge from them getting to where they currently are, something like that. There may have been knowledge as well that they've also gotten from some people in higher awakened places. This person could be someone of enlightenment with the sun there. Yeah, okay, lovely. Now, those of you guys in a relationship, I do see as well there could be something, how to explain, like some sort of, there might be something that you invest in, something that you pursue, something that you give, or vice versa. The Four of Swords, this could be around Valentine's Day. Yeah, but there's something here about like a situation where you may want to go in a new direction here, but maybe you feel like, okay, I'll be able to do that once I get the investment for it. Or maybe there's something you want to do it, but you don't want to be impulsive. You want to wait to the right time so that like you can do everything according to your plan rather than just like making a hasty decision based upon something that's happening in the present, you know. Yeah, this is something that you feel intuitively led to do, something that will, you know, take you higher. It could also be simultaneously wanting to get away from something or somebody as well. Okay. But it does look like you might go somewhere. You may do something fun or exciting. There might be a sense of peace, or you might go somewhere like outdoors, nature, or something. Yeah, okay. And in regards to anything as well that you're working on, I am seeing, you know, don't worry if you feel like you're not immediately seeing certain things here. Stay clear, stay, you know, in the position, do what you need to do, stay in the right vibration. The pace is going to pick up, okay? You're going to see the pace picking up, okay? But there's something about, like, how can I explain it? You might not see it, but then it's like you'll suddenly see it, okay? So it's like when you don't see it, it's like, okay, you take your eyes off it and then you look again and then it's like, whoa, that caught up quick, you know, something like that. So that will be good. I also see that there's something where there's someone that could be trying to like catch up to you in some way. Maybe they feel like you don't see them. I feel like you do see them. But I don't know. It's almost like you don't want to go in that direction, but they may feel like you just don't see them. But I don't know. There's a sense of like someone could be feeling desperate here about something. This could be someone you work with, like a, or it could be just someone in your proximity. Okay, cool. So overall, is there anything lastly in February? Yeah, there will be a sense of like well-being and ease throughout the month. Like I said, if there's someone that you're close with, friend or partner, something like that, um, you might either buy something, you might do something, you might go somewhere. There might be some sort of a peaceful experience, or I don't know. This could also be someone giving someone some sort of gift, or giving someone something of value. Going somewhere and then some sort of something being given to somebody, which looks positive, looks good. So okay, let's have a look at March. March, please, for Gemini. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the Death card, Scorpio energy, King of Cups, Emperor, Aries energy. Okay. So there's something that I see that you're clear on, but you're not acknowledging. It just looks like there's some sort of, let me clarify this Page of Swords, because it just keeps looking like there's something you're not saying, but you're very clear on it. There might be something that, because you haven't said it, someone may assume that you're not clear on it. Okay. If there's anyone that you feel like is, walking a tightrope with you, not in a good way, like I don't feel like this is someone that you are good with. This could be someone that you feel like is a bit mischievous. Okay, I feel like, again, I feel like it could potentially be someone that's underestimated you. I don't know here if it's that same person or someone else, but just looks like you're clear on something, but because you haven't said something, they're assuming that they like have some sort of like great plan, that they just need to kind of do the pieces of their plan, and they'll kind of reach something here. And whatever this is for you, this is something that you don't even want to grow at all. You haven't even planted the seed, but they think, oh yes, this is going to work. So I feel like this, and I feel like something about this, I don't know, something about this might be a bit like, oh my god, like shocking. It's not shocking because I feel like this, but it's like the more that you just deep it, I don't know. But okay, but I feel like because there is a sense of like peace, you're chill, you're able to just say no, you're able to just decline. So because you could have a strong no, you could have a strong what's the word? Oh, sorry, we got the Hierophant. Why did I think this was Emperor? This is Taurus energy. I don't know why I thought that was Emperor, but yeah, no, Taurus energy. There could be a strong no, there could be a strong boundary. Okay, this could be something that I feel like this is a situation you could feel like is dead here. For you, because you're already in this new beginning energy, but there's someone that could be trying to revive something from the dead. So yeah, with whatever the situation is, it's just kind of saying keep pursuing your path ahead, because it's like coming to the edge. I feel like there's some sort of warrior energy here, that you're using, one, to go after your desires, and two, to kind of intuitively navigate and deal with anything that you feel like, if it were to be something you would need to deal with, then you know what energy to kind of tap into. Also in March, though, I do see that there is something that you're going to be quite, what's the word? Excited about. Something that you feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting closer to like this coming together. Like I can see how things are coming together here. And I don't know, there's something where you're going to be like, wow, I just need to kind of keep going. But in this process, I feel like the pace is going to pick up with something that you've been growing. Okay, some sort of financial plan that you've had. I feel like the pace will pick up for you in March, and I feel like that's going to bring you a lot of joy, positive surprise, and fulfillment here. Yeah, you're going to start to feel like things are alleviating for you. There might be certain things that you are getting ready, like certain weights you're getting ready to put down. This might alleviate you from something else. Um, okay. Why have we got this card here? The Star card. Yeah, so there's just something about saying, you know, keep the faith with whatever this is, because if this is something you're doing, you feel like, oh, you know, once this grows, I'll be able to like stop doing this, or I'll be able to stop doing that, or I'll be able to, you know, take this off my plate, and that will make life easier for me. You will get this result here, and I do see that. You may notice that even in the month prior, like I said in February, that like things are sort of expanding in that area for you, and then by time now in March, but you're going to be very surprised, like, oh my gosh, like this is kind of growing quickly, you know. But I feel like you'll see that start in February. Okay. Anything else for March, please? Yeah, eye on the prize, going after what you're going after, not letting anything get in your way, you know. It's like a striker energy. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, it's almost like God help anything that gets in your way. That's honestly the message that I see there. Okay, so March, April, let's look at April. April. Devil energy, Capricorn. Okay. So remember I said to you before that like I think it was in February actually where I said there'd be a lot of things sort of changing, transforming, and let those changes happen. Okay, that process may still be happening up until March where you just see a lot of things changing. Obviously we've explained some of those changes. Um, there's something as well that you're going to anticipate kind of coming in for you, like some money or an investment or something that you've been pursuing. And I do feel like you definitely have some sort of a solid investment here. Yeah, in April, you'll have some sort of a solid investment, but you may feel like, what's this? You may feel, why is this restriction here? Oh, whatever this investment is, I feel like this will alleviate you from something that felt like it was restricting you before. Okay. Yeah, you may have an agreement with somebody or an understanding with somebody, and you have a conversation with someone like, okay, let's move forward. Or okay, we can invest in this now, we can move forward with this because we have what we need. I also see a situation where if you're dealing with like a few different people, let's say if there's someone like a toxic energy or a controlling, manipulative person that could be trying to control like maybe more than 2-3 people at minimum, I feel like you and someone else could have some sort of understanding on this here, and there might be somebody else that kind of takes off their mask, and you see that, oh, this person, there's someone here that's a genuine person, there's someone else that kind of understands this like us. Yeah. So that's quite interesting. But this just might be something that you become aware of. This person, they might just say something to you. You might just kind of see that, okay, the context of what they are saying or sharing is coming from a genuine place. But I do feel like anything, yeah, this toxic energy could be someone that thought that they had like some sort of mischievous conniving plan, that they wanted to take control over you, even though you were in Emperor energy, so you had the control, but they thought they could control you and a dynamic, you and someone else, you and some people, but they basically tried to have control over like 1, 2, maybe 4 people or 5. We also got the Justice card, Libra energy, so some justice could have happened. I feel like, yeah, something was made right. Someone could be snaring at this justice, like, right? And the person that's got their justice, they could feel some sort of like shame, because maybe that makes it clear that what they would do, like what they're doing, it kind of brings it into the light. And they didn't want that to be seen, but there's some sort of justice. Okay. Right. Yeah, whatever this justice is, there's definitely like demons that were behind this. There's some demons and like a specific person that has just been like kind of doing the bidding for them. Okay, so yeah, this person kind of got stuck in justice, stuck in the situation. This could also be either someone stuck in like a repetitive cycle now, some sort of karmic loop, and you're able to go into like a new beginning, where it's like your life transforming, and like they're kind of stuck in a repetitive cycle. So it's like you're on 2 sides of the spectrum. Or there could be a legal situation here, or if it's not a prison thing, it could just be like a court thing, where it's like, yeah, there's definitely some sort of cycle that's just like going around. It's like some sort of karmic cycle here played by demons that's just like gonna keep someone in this loop because they're on the wrong side of justice. Okay, but it looks like if this was something that you looked into, okay, I feel like there was you had a deep knowing about this. Okay, maybe somewhere deep down you knew this. Yeah, this is going to allow you to really like come out of yourself. You're gonna feel like you're able to like really perform, really step into like this bold energy, because there will be some sort of justice here. There could be someone that stepped in the middle of something and they're acting as a energy of justice. They're keeping things balanced and fair. They're keeping something away from the other, you know, like compartmentalized. So let's say if it's an actual court case, they could, like the judge itself could be, you know, there could be like a restraining order, you know, or something like that, where it's like, okay, you stay there, you over there. But there's someone that's in that energy of like a divide, like keeping some sort of a divide. Okay. Or it could just be someone's just in the, someone who is now in the middle of this, it's just in an energy of like balance, but this kind of keeps them sort of like, I don't know, it keeps you in a different space, you know, something like that. Anyways, anything else from the other deck, please, Spirit, for April? Because we do have Aries energy now, the Emperor, which so some guys, if you do have an, if you know an Aries here, there could be an Aries birthday. It could be some nice messages or something like that. For others of you guys, You may have some business conversation or a conversation with like an employer or something like that about money. Okay, lovely. Anything here for April, please, for Gemini? Overall, you're going to be feeling good because if there was anything that you felt like you needed to change or deal with, I feel like you would have done that and you would have felt very content by this point. There may be some things that you're aware of online as well that you're looking at. If you're working on something online, okay, I feel like you'll have some sort of a harvest there. Okay, you would have reached some sort of financial, some sort of financial harvest with something you're working. You might even be enjoying a bit of that as well. Okay, so that's April. Let's look at May. Yeah, which could be some of you guys' birthday seasons. Other you guys could be later. May, please. Now that you've got two other things that have been successful for you this far, so you could be kind of keeping those growing whilst working on some other ideas that you have as well. So you're going to have a sense of happiness with the success that you've reached already, the level, the heights that you've reached already. For some of you guys as well, like I say, if you're in a relationship, I definitely also see that, like, what's the word? You could have like a friend or someone that's like sad or saying something to you about the situation that they've been in. There could be someone like presenting you with some sort of ideas. There could also be there could be a friend that's in a relationship here, okay, and they may present an idea to you, okay, but this friend, coming up is the Four of Pentacles, so this is someone that is stable. This is someone that you see as a valuable person. So there could be something here. This friend could have felt like they had some sort of like hit and run type situation or something where they were like hurt or some sort of scarring, but there's some sort of memory, some sort of lighting in the background, so they've experienced something, but they may tell you something, some sort of hurt, something that they went through. They may let you know about someone else that they feel like has now kind of fell on their bum due to them kind of, you know, using their words, yeah, to like basically cause harm. Someone may feel like they weren't able to elevate around somebody, or around certain people. Okay, I feel like this could be a friend of yours that might tell you something like this. They may feel like something was spoiled, but you're going to be happy with this person. And I feel like you're already aware of something that's happened with this person and someone else, maybe. You're already aware of that. So this person could have cried for, not necessarily cried for help, but they could have felt, they didn't like what was going on, what was happening to them in a situation with another person that they're going to tell you about, basically. But this person's in a relationship, and I feel like you could be in a relationship as well, or if you're not, then most of you guys, it does look like you are, but if you're not, then maybe there's just someone you're speaking with, or maybe you have another friend as well. Okay, Two of Swords. You and this friend, though, you could both be like warrior energy, or you could both be like very victory minded, or very like strike, like I don't know, someone's a striker or someone, oh my god, whoa, oh my gosh, you may realize that I feel like this is a friend situation or an associate situation, but this friend that you talk to that you're happy with, there's someone else that you could also be aware of that was striking them, and they could have been like hurt or like, you know, if you see here, there's like kind of like a cry here, there's like a cry here, But this person, they're not bothered. But if you see, look, they're striking the same person there. This is that same person doing it. So I feel like you and someone else may move forward together, put your swords of truth together and kind of be in this, like, you know, warrior energy. And then I see that something about down the line, the person that caused the harm to the person that you're moving forward with, they may see you being in this like warrior energy, and kind of be like, huh, wait, what's going on here? Like, he's going to kind of stop them in their tracks, catch them off guard, sort of thing. Maybe they took their eye off you for a second and they feel like you just kind of, like the person that's been hurt by someone else, you get even cooler with, and that person's a part of your soul tribe. Okay, lovely. Also, it could be a family member as well, guys. Take what resonates, but however it resonates, again, your intuition, use your intuition. It's going to be different for everyone. All right, let's have a look at, oh, let me see for those of you guys having your birthday that month, if there's anything there. Then we'll go into June. You may just be happy that you're reaching higher levels, okay, around the time of your birthday. You may go somewhere around that time, or you might want to go somewhere to get away from somewhere for your birthday, or you may want to yeah, that's kind of what I see. That's what I see. I feel like there's something. You might go for a meal, you might celebrate it with friends, with peers, or you might celebrate it with someone that you have a connection with. But I do see that you'll get like a lot of love here from like loved ones and stuff. Okay, so let's move on to June, please. June. Okay, so again, there's someone here that I was talking about at the beginning where I said they're on a completely different path to you and their path doesn't lead to your fulfillment. This is someone as well that if they see other people getting like hurt or things are being done wrong, they're not gonna like care. Okay, so there's sort of signs in different things in regards to like who you want to walk alongside with, like the different types of people, friends, like all the people you'd like to walk alongside with on your path, and really kind of like looking into like their character, you know, like do they have empathy? You know, do they, yeah, what type of things do they pursue, and is this coming from the heart space, or is it coming from like a desire where it could be like snaky, or they have to bite someone else to, you know, get what they want, you know? Because if you have to bite someone to get what you want, that's something, you know, it's a questionable path. But if you're able to get what you want by just kind of doing what you need to do, and it's still fair, you know, no one's you're not going out of your way to do anything unfair or underhanded, then you know you're good. But there's just something here about like looking at things, maybe if there's things that you feel like you weren't looking at before. Yeah, okay. I do feel like you might start looking at things more closely. There could be things as well in regards to like people's childhoods and development. You could be looking at your childhood, you know. Okay. Yeah, because there's something about being able to see the difference between those that are like genuinely a star, that have a light and a shadow side, and not being confused and thinking, oh, they're a star, but oh, I've seen their shadow side, so they're like, you know, they're just as bad as these people that don't have any empathy or something. No, there's something about like, even if you see some people that have a shadow side, you'll be able to see they have a light side, they have that love side, they have some sort of empathy, they have like all these qualities, and that's how it's meant to be, meant to have this polarity. But then there's other people where they don't have that. I feel like there's something that you're gonna see spirit take care of. This might kind of bring everything home for you intuitively, like all of the stuff that we was talking about. Because I feel like something with this situation, you may just be able to observe it, but I feel like spirit's gonna like take it. Something behind the scenes is gonna be taken care of, and then you may only see what kind of comes on the front line of this, okay, which might just be like, you know, uh, some communication that may like come out of it. But I do feel like when you see this, it may make you decide to give something valuable to like the star energy, or people that you see that reflect that energy. But I feel like it might just kind of confirm something that you knew deep down, about like, you know, what's valuable. Okay. But I feel like you're gonna this might make you want to invest more. Let's see what else we get here. I also see as well, those of you guys celebrating your birthday this month, I do see that there's someone that you may get some money here from, like, if this isn't a parent, that you may get like a gift from somebody. This could be either a friend or a partner, or if it's not a gift, it might just be like you might spend some sort of quality time, or they might do something, you might go somewhere. But it just does look like there'll be certain things that you had a deep knowing about intuitively in this month that you will kind of have that confirmed. And this is only going to increase the speed of things transforming around you, okay? In a good way. All this transformation, all these things that are changing, this is all happening for you. Okay. Three of Swords. Yeah, lovely. You're going to move forward even more clearer. All of these changes that happen, it's also clearing out any like past lingering like hurts and things like that. It's just really clearing it all out and making space for more new stuff to come in. But let's have a look at July. What do we get for July? See, all these cards are like mixed up now. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to leave it. Okay, July, please, Spirit. What do we get for July? Okay. So, in July, you might kind of put an idea that you had out there. I feel like there might be something that you've kind of projected for, that you're able to reach. Okay, maybe it was something that you feel like was going to be a bit of a struggle for you to reach, but I do see you getting somewhere that you aim to get. Okay, but I just feel like the process could have seemed like there was a bit of a struggle to get all the way to this point, yet to embark on this journey. You know, it could have just felt like a whole mission. But I really feel like, yeah, in July there's be this sense of like, yes, I've come to the end of the road on this. What's interesting though, it looks like there's a sense of completion as well. Something like you might travel, you might go on a trip, you might go somewhere, but it looks like there's going to be a sense of completion for you as well. Like, okay, next stop on the journey now. And I don't know, there might be some people that are sad about your transition in some way, because it might mean that you're like moving to like a next chapter, okay, and that might be, yeah, you could be going somewhere, maybe you're going somewhere with someone else, or maybe, you know, there's something that you're happy about for yourself. Maybe, you know, there's some people that are sad about you having some sort of happiness and success, or having some sort of relationship, or having some sort of positive trip, or there's something, or just that you're in a more successful period now. Or if you're literally moving or leaving a place, a job, it could be a job, it could be leaving a job, it could be leaving a location, but it just looks like there's going to be some sort of sadness. But I don't think you're going to really be aware of that too much, because it doesn't look like something that you're paying attention to. But overall, July looks like a happy month for you guys, okay? This might be like you might have kept something hidden up until this point, and it might kind of be in the light then. But it's like people will be secretly like howling at the moon, like, you know, either angry or upset, you know, that you're kind of in this happiness, you're free, you know. Yeah, 100%. Especially those people that maybe wanted to try and sabotage what you've accomplished at this point. It's gonna be like, oh, okay, there's not really anything they can do then. They might just be kind of left howling at the moon. But you're gonna be happy, feeling good, you know, very nice. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. But like I said, you could travel, or you could take some sort of spa trip, or you could do some sort of something to do with like going somewhere nice. Let's have a look at August. What do we get for August? What do we get for August? Oh, so there could be a new home, or again, you could travel, you know, maybe July, August. Or there's something new here. It could be a new business, new home, new job. There could be someone that you know that gets a new home, okay? Maybe they... Or there could be something that you've been working on building, and it comes to like a very solid point. Okay, maybe it's like established at this point. You and someone else could have been working on something together. Five of Swords. Yeah, you're going to have such a harvest at this point. There could be other people looking at your harvest, wanting to see if they can kind of like, you know, teeth some. Oy, oy. Yeah. There'll be some people that are happy for you behind your back. There'll be some people that, you know, your power might feel like a threat to their power. But I feel like these things, you know, you might not see these people in person, but it's like you kind of got eyes at the back of your head. You'll kind of be able to like low-key kind of know this. So a lot of these things that I'm talking about, you'll probably have some sort of a deep knowing about this, even if you're not physically able to see it. But it's like all these things where it's like, this is your intuition. And some of these things this year I feel like will be confirmed for you in some ways. But yeah, there might be someone as well that before that was maybe like trying to laugh behind your back, and then now it's like the laugh is going to be kind of wiped off their face almost. Literally. But yeah, especially if they try to take some of your harvest and that didn't happen. Yeah, oh my gosh, there could have been people like trying to like literally pull other people out of like, I don't know, it's like whatever you're trying to get to, okay, maybe there was other people competing to get to that position. And it's like you're in this position, other people trying to hold other people back, trying to, you know, kick them out the way, push them out the way, you know, you're not going to get to this position, I'm going to get there. Like, it's a very kind of brutal competition here. But it's like you've gotten to this point. Okay, this could even be in dating, okay? There could be a specific person here. But maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe you feel like this could even be, I don't know, if for some reason it feels like someone that you you may know them, or if you don't know them, you're aware of them, but someone else could have been trying to compete to get to the position that you're in, either in your work, either with the success that you have in some form. So it could be success with your harvest, so success with the position that you're in within a certain situation, or success within like a dating situation. But it's like someone was trying to be in your position. And the fact that you're in that position, they may have felt like you couldn't see what they were trying to do. So yeah, they're kind of, you know, they're not really happy about it, but there's not really much of an emotion there either. It's just kind of like they're clear, like, okay. But I feel like there's someone that, this could be your person or someone that you're cool with that's like happy, smiling, seeing you in this position. I feel like they're also happy knowing that like you may not be able to physically see things, but you can kind of see things, if that makes sense. So I feel like, yeah, there could be like a friend or a partner that's kind of happy with you, that they know that, okay, you might have like a physical blindfold on because it's not something that you're able to see in the 3D. It's not up close and personal, but like you kind of got this eyes in the back of your head type of thing where you're still able to pick up on it. So this person could be pouring a lot of love into you. Yeah, this is someone that could have also enjoyed some sort of like hit and run situation, and maybe this was something that they seen that you were able to kind of pick up on. Okay, cool. What else have we got here? There could also be like some older males here. There's like an older male here that could be a bit like, I'm getting a bit of a grumpy energy. This could have been someone that was either competing with you or trying to hold you back in some way. Or, I don't know, it's like you're both in the same, you could have both been in the same position or both in line for the same thing. Okay, but I feel like you're the one that's in that position. There's something as well about when they came around, you could have like played sleep, played dead. I don't know, like, I just feel like they're also aware, but they're kind of just like grumpy about it because they could have tried to sabotage something so that they could be in that position and not you, but you're in that position, they couldn't sabotage it, and now they're just kind of like slowly moving forward just with that sort of grumpy realization of that they didn't successfully sabotage you being in this position. Okay. Or it could have been a connection. Okay, someone could have wanted to connect with your person here as well. Or like with your friend. It could be like a family member or something, but yeah, okay. If there's a scenario as well where there could be like 4 males all in like one vicinity, there's something here as well about a situation there. Maybe there's like 2 males that have like 2 or 1 male that could have like a partner. So there's like 4 men and like 2 women. Okay, or if it's a workplace, maybe it's like specific people. I'll give the different scenarios. If there's like all platonic situations, just like a mixture of genders, right? Then it's a workplace environment, but put it like it could be a family, it could be anything, but put it where it fits. But if it's a general situation, then I don't know, there's like, you could get along with somebody, there could be 2 people that don't get along. I don't know, there's a couple of people that don't get along, but you could be in communication with somebody. Yeah, there could be a female that knows something that's like cool with like another wise female. Okay, I feel like this wise female they're coming up as this owl, so they may not really be saying anything, but it's like this person can just look at this owl and they can kind of pick up on, you know, what it is they're not verbally communicating to them. So this could be two females that are like, you know, in connection. You could be talking with one of these females or something like that. And then they could be like these males. You could be talking with one of these males. He could be talking about like three other males, something like that. Okay, now situation number two, if it's a situation where there's people that are in relationships, then there could be like four males, and two out of the four males could be in a relationship, and the two that aren't feel some sort of like, you know, they're kind of looking at the two that are in a relationship kind of like dissatisfied, a bit grumpy. I feel like there could be a little bit of like envy here, or there's something about a power position. I feel like they may feel like, I don't know, there's something about them looking at the power they have, but feeling like they've come to like an end of some sort of point with you, but they see that you have some sort of love with like two other people, but there's some sort of shared experience. But I don't know, there's something about the power that you and someone else have, but you may not be like wearing it so much as like a averted ego type thing. But there's someone out of these two, one person's more ego flashy, and the other person, they just seem kind of like probably a bit more humble in how they present themselves. But they're both of them, one's more grumpier than the other. The one that's the grumpiest is the one that's kind of, you know, there's a lot of ego, right? They could also be quite, look at they're holding that sword out, so it's either like they're ready to like cut with their words, or they're ready to fight, or there's something like that. You know, they could also have like some other people that they kind of roll with, that's kind of, you know, will kind of do what they say or something like that, or I don't know. But I think this person's used to being able to like have people that roll with them. There's like two people this person's used to rolling with, where they feel like they would do what they say, or they would say something and then these two people would do it. So that's how they feel powerful. But they may feel like, you know, they don't have that with you and somebody else, because you and someone else are kind of like, you know, making choices that fulfill you, as opposed to just doing what someone else is telling you to do, you know, like something like that. I don't know. But like I said, there could also be some envy if you and someone else are like in a happy dynamic, and these two other people aren't. Okay. So let's say it could even be like a friendship group. Let's say if it's a male friendship group, right? There could be like some guys in relationships, some guys that are not, some that are like used to kind of rolling with the guys and being able to like, you know, say, okay, let's do this, and then all the guys kind of flock one way. But then there could be like some that are kind of choosing another path, and maybe there's something mutual that they share, whether it's a relationship, whether it's like they're choosing like a new pursuit, a new thing to go and do, or they're just making different choices. You know, someone feels like they don't have that power anymore, like they can't say something, they can't, and you know, it just kind of, you kind like it kind of gets moved to. So whatever that's about, that's there. But irregardless, I feel like you're going to be content with whatever you're exchanging with, but you might just be aware that like this person as well, if you're in a relationship, okay, they could have said something behind someone's back, or it could have been if your person's in a, they could have said something about your friend or your partner, or they could have tried to attack someone. I don't know. This person here with the big ego that feels like they don't have any power, and there's like another man that's associated with that man, and maybe more men. So I don't know if that's work, I don't know if that's family, I don't know if that's friends, but yeah, okay. And for the most part, it's really giving me masculine energy, but if this seems like it's an all-female dynamic, then it could be a female dynamic where they're masculine energies. Or like there could just be like a lot of ego and control dynamics with like a group of females, and maybe there's two females that are like making different choices, and there's two other females and some others that could feel the same way. But I feel like it's mainly masculine energy, but Take what resonates. All right, cool. Where are we? Okay, so we're gonna have a look at September now. September for Gemini, please. September for Gemini. Oh, wow. So you're going to get some sort of acknowledgement or recognition for being in this position. You're also going to be seen as this star energy here. But it's like, it's just so funny. Oh my gosh, guys. Someone may try to say like, well, you know, you kind of like cheated in the race because like you didn't like run and like try to like kick other people down to like get them out the way, because maybe you had an approach like some sort of a secret approach where it looks like you used your intuition in some way, but it's almost like you could have just played like you were out of the race. You could have just pretended like you weren't even in the game. You could have pretended like you weren't even in the race. Oh my god. This is hilarious. So that could have, you know, taken people's defenses down to you, because they would have just looked at you and thought, okay, well, he's just kind of like not in the race. He's kind of sleeping or giving up. So we can just like, you know, surpass him or surpass her. But obviously it's coming up as a him here, but it doesn't really matter whether it's a him, her. But we can kind of surpass them. But I feel like somehow whilst you were here, like maybe when they got to this point, they're like, okay, we can just kind of chill, take it easy. But you probably just got up and literally turned around and you just went straight into this position, right? So it was almost like, I don't know, I think because you played like you weren't even in the race, you know, you didn't even get like, what's the word, it's almost like, no, this person didn't then have to look to you to try to like slow you down, stop you in your tracks, you know, push you to the side. It's almost like they may have even acknowledged you because they didn't see you as like competition. Basically, they didn't see you as competition because they didn't know that you were even trying to get to the finish line. So they may have acknowledged you and kind of thought like, oh, okay, well, I'm kind of the furthest in line. I look back, there's no one else catching up. You know, everyone's far behind me. And it's only you here, but you're not even competing. So I'm probably going to just like stop here, maybe talk with you for a minute. Or maybe do something I need to do over here because no one's looking. You know, you're asleep, you can't see this. So they could have done something. So this could have been the person that was really cheating. For this person, the fact that there's no one there is because they could have been trying to like, people that were coming up in close proximity, they could have kicked them out of the game. They could have like pushed and fighted to make sure that some people were injured so they couldn't continue. Maybe not physically injured, but you know, just metaphorically speaking. So they could have been the real ones that kind of cheated the process, cheated the game, but they could be feeling now, after realizing that you are actually in this position, they could be feeling like, huh? But I thought that you weren't even, you know, and really that doesn't mean that you didn't play accordingly, because you didn't have to tell anybody, you know, that you were going towards the goal. Like, do you know what I mean? You didn't need to, it wasn't a requirement to disclose it. So, or like an intuitive requirement, should I say. So, interestingly enough, yeah, I think someone may feel cheated by you. Again, this is going to be another masculine energy, yeah, because they thought they were going to be victorious. Look at, they were like running in the background and they see you get up quickly and go towards your finish line and they're like, wait, what? What? I like got all those people out the way, I caused all that harm, and then you get this and not me? You weren't even playing, you know, like something like that. And it's like, well, to be honest, all of the activities they were caught up in, you weren't meant to be doing that anyway. So technically you were doing what you were doing. You were going about the marathon better than this person was, because they did a lot of, you know, things that they shouldn't have done also. Yeah, to kind of because I feel like with you, if there were certain things that you felt like that you did that were challenging for you along the way, that didn't really help you get to the result you were trying to get to initially, you may have kind of learned that or figured that out, but you might have kind of got stuck in a bit of a loop, or maybe you feel like, okay, this is kind of only making things more difficult for me, or you know, things just got heavier all of a sudden, which would kind of give you that intuitive inkling, okay, I need to step up, or I need to like go high, like, you know, take a higher, go to higher territory now, something like that. But I feel like you know, also interesting, they could have, you know, what is that? I don't know, there's something, you may have even like, you may have even, like I said, to this person, they feel like you wore a mask because you didn't show that you were trying to get to the same goal as they were. So they feel like you were wearing a mask, or in their mind, they feel like, you know, it's almost like in their mind you could be the villain in their story, but they're just not seeing things correctly. And it doesn't really matter because it's not the truth. But yeah, they feel like, because the mask that you was wearing, it's just because you wanted to keep your desire to yourself. So they feel like you weren't being authentic with them. But I feel as though, for some reason, let me see, why was that? Yeah, you could have felt a sense of nerves about something because you were picking up on some sort of sign, which made you feel like, yeah, I need to be armored up. So you didn't really come to be authentic, okay? You came to like protect yourself. So because you may have seen this person as someone that's also maybe trying to get what you want. So I don't know, I feel like you were just aware that there was a different strategy for you. Yeah, also I see that there's a door, there's a door you don't want to go down, or there's somewhere where it's like, yeah, I don't want to go down that road here. Um, it's something to do with where, you know, it's like you can already see either the position it would put you in, or it could have something to do with like a memory of the past, of like, I don't know, some sort of position or perception. To you, it felt like a struggle, but maybe you feel like it could have been perceived as something else. But okay. Um, anything else here? Yeah, you will have a sense of like fulfillment and victory, and again, more harvest, more celebration this month. It looks like you will overall be sort of having this recognition for being in the star energy. There will be a recognition for also the harvest that you've produced, or the success that you've had, or, you know, where you've come from to where you are now, you know. There could also be something here to do with either a sense of like happiness or success, either with children that you have, or if it's not children, it could be with, there could be something to do with a parent, or something to do with a loved one here. There could also be something, some of you guys, maybe there's something you're nervous to tell a mother. Okay, maybe there's something you want to say to a mother figure, or your mother here. Yeah, it looks like something's going to be successful for you. Okay, whatever it is, something's going to be successful for you there. Okay, lovely. Let's move on. Okay, so we're going to have a look at October. October for Gemini, please. October for Gemini. Oh, 5 of Wands. So there might be like, again, I feel like by October you will have at least a good about maybe 5 different ventures, pursuits that you would have been heavily pursuing throughout the year. So that could be a mixture of like hobbies, ideas, things like that that you would have been working on. And in October, okay, you might change something about one of those pursuits. Okay, maybe this pursuit was one that has been kept secret up until now. Yeah, there could be 2 of these pursuits that could be somewhat in the light, okay? Or there's some sort of visibility to it. And maybe the rest of them you're working on in secret. Okay. You could be going to see somebody, or there could be maybe there was you were hidden, but there's something about you now being visible, okay? You may meet someone, or someone else may meet somebody. There's something here about someone being in the dark and then being visible to someone else. Yeah, like for instance, someone may become aware of your existence. Well, not existence, but someone may become aware of, like, you know, something to do with you. It could be a family member or someone else's family member, or it could be like someone that you haven't met yet. Okay. What else do we have in October? Eight of Cups. Lovely. So you're going to feel like there's a sense of things that you've achieved by this point. I do feel like you might be giving some knowledge, you might be teaching some things, you may be using some knowledge that you've learnt thus far and kind of sprinkling that into some of your seeds. So I feel like you're going to be using your knowledge to kind of reach higher achievements. By October, it's like you might be pushing for like a high achievement. And I feel like this kind of may change your status completely. You know, I feel like this kind of will put you in a completely different lane, league, you know. So yeah, whatever you're pushing for in October, I feel like it's going to bring big, big, big victory. Big victory, big celebration, reward. But this could like change your status completely, because it's like you're using your wisdom to put into like the things that you're working on. You know, it's like you get so close to something and you can see it and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm almost there. Like, you know, you may also, what's the word? There could be some sort of like social group or like work group or study group or some sort of somewhere that you may show up here. You might learn something from your time there. you may go somewhere, you may meet someone, and it could be something that you were nervous about before, or if it's not you meeting someone, it could be you taking someone else to meet someone. But if it's you, or however it applies, it looks like you could be nervous, but then it's like when you get there, you could be seen as someone that has a lot of wisdom, okay? It's like when you stand and talk, people are going to be sitting and just actually listening. But you may not realize in that moment how they see you, you know, like they're going to see you as someone that is very wise, someone that, you know, gives a lot of knowledge to people, or they may see that like everyone wants to hear what you have to say, you know. um but I don't know, they'll see something victorious kind of about you, but it's almost like a curious energy of like, what's the word, yeah, it's like seeing you in a really good position. It's going to be people that they won't be able to deny who you are, what you are. Like it will just be undeniable. Like you're right there. It is what it is. Look at you. Look at what you're saying. Look at what you've accomplished. Like it's just going to be undeniable. So much so that this I think is going to radically change things for you. Like I said, this is going to change your status. This puts you in a different league. Um, you know, there'll be some people that used to hiss at you that will kind of be a lot more tamed now. You know, they may come to you in a different way. They may see that, okay, this is what you've done, and they might move a bit more wiser with you, okay? This may even be like family members. This could even be, you know, certain people that were in positions of authority that you've known to be in authority, but then it's like you reach this like higher level of this wealth or this abundance or this like level of like authority in a sense of people having a sense of like respect for you for some things, for a few different reasons. But it's like there could have been some people that were in a position of authority before, or maybe feel like they could maybe, you know, if they could hiss at you, it's like they're gonna move wise with you, because and you may even get some wisdom. You may be able to appreciate the polarity and kind of take the wisdom and kind of discard the rest, you know, like maybe you just kind of start to see more of their duality and deal with like, you know, the the wisdom from the enlightened side. I don't know, there's something there. It's very interesting. But I feel like that could be like a parent or a family member or something. Um, yeah, maybe like a mother figure or like an aunt or um, hmm. Or there could be like two women in the family that are usually intertwined together. Maybe you feel like they both have an authority. One you may feel like is one's more known to his, and then one, you know, could be maybe silent, but they could be saying something wise. There could be something like that. Um, I don't know, but either way, regardless, even to these types of characters, something's going to be undeniable. For others of you guys as well, if you're like bringing someone to meet certain people, okay, the way that they, something about your person is also going to attribute to like what's undeniable, okay? So whether there's something that's undeniable about them or something that's undeniable about like your success or something, because that could also be something that is part of the picture. But it's like there's something there, but it's also to do with you as well in general, and your abundance, and like how you're sitting, and it's like you're sitting comfortable on a waterfall, you know, you're not falling off, you're just sitting. But that's like all of your water, you know, it's your abundance. And you know, this water can replenish and feed others, like whether that's love, you know, whether that's sustenance, whether that's knowledge, whether that's wealth. But it's like, yeah, but it's not just one thing, it's a combination of certain energies that kind of, you know, make you appear like divine. And if you're presenting someone else to like other people, okay, they're also going to appear divine. So there's going to be something that's quite undeniable here. It's going to be undeniable. So I feel like if there's anything that you're nervous about, it's going to be, you won't really have to be, because you know, whatever you present, whether that's yourself, whether that's another person, whether that's something you've worked on, whether that's what you've achieved, you're going to be presenting something. And it's more like you just showing up, okay, but it's being simultaneously presented. um yeah, it's gonna be undeniable. So I feel like things will go well here. um And like I said, there'll be some people that you would have still kind of chosen to kind of keep in the past, leave behind, you know, maybe there's some of those like grumpier energies. I feel like the people that I was just talking about, where there was could have been some other authorities, some that were, you know, you feel like have always been like wise authority figures for you, and then others that you feel like were authority figures, but they have more of like a maybe their shadow side is more prevalent in their duality than their light side, so they hiss at you more than they give wisdom. um and then there's others that you could just say like, yeah, they're good, like wise authority figures, but you know, there's a difference. But even with those two, they are still kind of, there could have been the ones that hissed at you, maybe you kind of been in a place in times where you didn't know what the future would hold there, but maybe there's some sort of authority, so it's kind of like a fixed energy for a while. But I do feel like there's going to be, that dynamic is going to change as well with you, like your status, because of what's undeniable. So even those that could hiss, I feel like they're going to just choose to move wiser, and they may even recognize you as like being an authority as well now. So they may just like deal with you completely different. They may just not hiss at you, they may just be in this like more duality owl energy with you. Maybe they say less, maybe they, you know, they say less, they observe and they see, and they kind of just, you know. So I feel like you're gonna have good shifts in certain dynamics that maybe you didn't know, you know, how that would go. But then there's other ones that you feel that you've kind of left behind in the past, that maybe you've tried to cause some sort of hurt to you or people that you love, and they could still be in that energy. Okay, so I kind of feel like as you're moving forward, with these, with whatever you're presenting to these other people or person or community, that's going to be kind of a victory for you, because it's like you've left some other things behind, and now you're moving forward, and there's some things that you also didn't know that have actually turned out well for you with some other people. So in general, that looks good. Let me see if there's anything from the other deck in October for you guys. Yeah, you're definitely going to be revealing something for sure. Okay. Yep. So you guys, like I said, it might be like you reveal some like wealth to a family member. You could reveal wealth to like a friend. You could reveal wealth to like an authority figure. You could reveal a partner to any of these people. You could reveal something that you've worked on that's successful. But there's something here, and it's immediately going to kind of change how someone, this is a very strong character, how they see you, but I feel like it's someone that's been a strong character kind of in your life. like they have a dominant personality type, if that makes sense, or a strong personality type. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're gonna feel good. You may this is somewhere, this may be someone's home that you visit, but this is somewhere that when you go, I feel like you'll be given things as well. So like it could be like maybe you come and you've like bought some stuff and you kind of give them, or maybe I don't know, you could bring some food. I don't know, there's something here where it's like, you know, people could be eating there. There could be some sort of food, dinner, meal. You know, someone could take people out for, you could take people out for a meal, pay for it. But there's something like that where it's like, it might seem small to you, but it's like it's you're paying for some sort of an experience, you know. So you could pay for like a group, for some sort of trip, you know. You may pay for like a meal, or there's something, but you're going to do something that you feel like is valuable. um yeah. um okay. King of Cups. Yeah, wherever you go, I feel like you're gonna be coming in peace. Even that's going to be observed, like the value of just who you are authentically, like not even just like the value that you're coming with, whether it's like a person, whether it's money, whether it's something that you've achieved. It's also the value of who you are authentically as a person, the fact that you embody in a sense of like peace, calm, ease, love, compassion, understanding, grace, you know. There's something as well that's also going to be seen as valuable. There's some sort of energy that you have, you know, and then that might be evident that like clearly you must kind of be able to multitask and wear different hats and do different things. um Interestingly enough, interesting enough, I feel like this is going to open a new door for you. It's like a portal, something kind of comes full circle here, like valuably, but it's like this will kind of open something up for you. It's like a whole nother world kind of opens up from here. Lovely. We've got Sagittarius energy here twice as well. We've got Pisces energy as well. Okay. Yeah, so some news that you bring in, it might come as like a positive surprise for someone, okay? And again, there's going to be two stars. So if it is something to do with two people, it's like both people are going to appear like stars, but there's like some sort of surprise. For some of you guys, if this was something that someone was already aware of, maybe there's something where it's like if you're having baby, maybe you're having like twins, you're giving news like, oh, having twins, something like that. um it could be maybe if there's two things that you've achieved, okay, maybe it's like, you know, look at these two things that are like, it could be two people, like I said at the beginning, that are in star energy, okay. Or two people, I mean, or two things that have been accomplished that are, you know, successful. So lovely. Let's move in to November. November for Gemini, please. Okay. So there's someone that you may, there's a male here that, this male could be someone in business or someone that has some sort of like pursuit that they're going after. This is someone that you feel good about. This is someone that you if this isn't someone that you're in a connection with, it could be a friend, it could be, you know, it's or someone where there's some like you've known to have some other associations with them, but it's like you and this person, it's like you two kind of have this like you're cool with this person. It's like you kind of have this connection with this person, you know, you and this person, but there was like other people that could have, you know, before been associated with you both, but now it's like, or it's you both that kind of really connected more so, something like that. You and this person could maybe have more of like a connection. Um, but it kind of looks like either you or this person has like a plan that they're very chuffed about, and it's like they want to tell the other person, okay, this person, they may have something that they're very excited about, and they may have achieved something, or they may have got some sort of master plan or something, and they want to come, they're going to come towards you. Okay, maybe you pursued them before, you were planning to pursue them, or you know, something, you might have pursued them before, or maybe you there's some sort of travel involved, or there was some sort of travel involved, you know, either connected to you or this person. But yeah, and there's like a social element, or like a an ambitious element here. Maybe you both were ambitious about something. Maybe you both had something that you wanted to pursue kind of together. But it kind of seems like I don't know if this is like they have a plan and they want to present it to you, or they've achieved something and they want to tell you, but it's like you guys could come up with some sort of plan, or there could be some sort of a meeting, you know, maybe you guys like were both pursuing something that, you know, could kind of, you could intertwine it in some way. Maybe you were pursuing one thing, they were pursuing something else, but there's a way you could kind of entwine it, work together. And I feel like, yeah, someone's gonna like tell you something or present you with something, and you know, I feel like you'll make space, or we'll make time for this person. So it's like this person will come towards you, and yeah, this here, whatever they've come up with, it's like, yes, I've got this. They've already alleviated something for themselves. They were working at trying to achieve something that they've achieved, and now that they've achieved it, they want to come to you, and yeah, something's gonna grow from this. There's gonna be like this mutual desire. Okay, things can grow. It's like when you both kind of intertwine this together, it's like you're able to move forward quicker. I feel like there's something that you're able to give to them as well. There might be someone that gives something to you that you're able to give to them, or you may just have something already ready to kind of give to them. um hmm Something, you guys could make magic, something magical could happen. You've got the skills, or there's someone that may come. There might be something where it's like you see someone, you both see someone, and it's like, oh, they've kind of got the skills that we need to kind of like, because I feel like you two could do this, and then there could be like other people that you bring in to like be a part of this. So maybe it's like a creative collaboration with like loads of people are needed, different skills are needed to do different things. So it's like you two could, this person could be like, yes, I've got something. Boom, they present the idea. Okay, let's do this. And then maybe you both are seeking something, or maybe you come across something, or someone else comes across something, or someone, and it's like, look at them, they have the skills. And then, you know, it's almost like an audition. It's like, you know, they've got this portfolio or something like that. It doesn't have to actually be an audition, by the way. I'm just saying it's like a portfolio type thing. Where it's like, yeah, this person is valuable, you know. We could incorporate this person, invest in this person. We could create something here, you know. There could also be another person. It's like there could also be another person here now, like a feminine energy. Maybe they see something valuable. I feel like there could be certain people that you have to go through to get to other people, you know, but it's like a creative collaborative effort with like multiple people intertwining. This is really cool, whatever this is. Yeah, the moon card. It's definitely a creative collaborative effort. Okay, this could also be something that's kind of more so hidden. Okay, something that's like baking, something that's like, okay, we're all kind of trying to work on this, you know, whilst it's like in the incubator. Maybe there was two people doing something secretly, working on something, and then this gets presented. Wow. Whatever this is, this could like, I feel like this could make everyone involved very wealthy. Very wealthy. Or it could like put someone in a position of like where they could achieve a lot of wealth, you know. Or like, it's just, wow. Yeah, look, stars. It could turn someone into a star. This could be someone turning people into stars, or giving people some sort of stardom, or like creating something, or like some like people of star quality come together to create something, and there could be like a lot of rewards, accolades from all of this. This is big. Lovely. So I could be laughing to the bank, literally laughing to the bank. Okay. Lovely, guys. Lovely. So that looks like a very cool, exciting month. It'd be cool to know what happens there. Make sure you guys come back during the years, in the months, or at least midway through the year. Check it out. And if any of the months kind of resonate with you, be sure to leave a comment. But yeah, okay, let's move into December. December for Gemini. Wow. Something that you were keeping the faith in for a long time. Okay, maybe throughout the whole year. Maybe this was a goal you wanted to reach by the end of the year. This looks like you are getting what you kept the faith for. OMG. There could be a contract involved here. Okay, like a good contract that allows you to like pursue what it is that you kept the faith for. It could be an agreement to something. It could be agreement to a home. It could be a business contract. It could be a legal settlement, a financial settlement. Also, if it's connected to what we was talking to in October, okay, where there's like a creative collaboration with lots of people and all these valuable people come together, there could be someone that's a star. This kind of looks like there could be someone that's like, there could be people that are like the face of something as a star. There could be other people like, you know, in the background doing other valuable things, other valuable components. Maybe there's like agreements, contracts involved. But this looks like something that is going to really pay off. Okay, also, I feel like definitely something would have aligned for you that you wanted by the end of the year here. There could also be something that you have the agreement to do it here, and then maybe like physically manifest in like that February of 2023. But maybe you've kind of signed the contract now, so you're like already excited, and you're just kind of, you know, getting everything in order, you know, something like that. Also, there could be something where you have a big investment in order to pursue something else that you want to pursue, or maybe you've got a big amount, a big chunk of it, and you're like excited, and you're like kind of, you know, peacefully keeping the faith for more to grow, for you to kind of, you know, take action at the right time, but you're anticipating it would be soon from this point. Okay. But I definitely see something that's being worked on, and there's a lot of people working on it, and it's just growing. It's just strong. It's just great. It's just amazing. I really want to know what this is. Um, like for some of you guys, it could be. This might be where you meet other people of your soul tribe through this collaborative effort. You know, through this work project, through whatever this is. Um, It really seems like something creative. It might, but like I said, it might not be that for each of you guys. Sometimes you could set up like a legal business if you're into that. But if it's something creative, I feel like it could be like a creative company. It could be something where it's like you're gonna make stars, you're gonna produce stars, or this will produce stars, you know, or maybe you're gonna be a star and you're pursuing something and you're gonna get a lot of money. Okay, maybe you sign a contract, maybe you have a talent and it's like you get, you know, it'd be a good contract for you and it gives you some sort of stardom. For others of you guys, it could be something that you're a part of that gives other people some sort of stardom and you sign them, you know. Um, or something that you're a part of like that, or it could be a company that you have and you kind of you get like a team. It could be, but I don't know, it seems yeah, it definitely seems like there's something that's just going to come together beautifully. It's like all these valuable people, you know, in the right positions. It's just making everything come together. Literally, by the end of the year, something amazing is coming together, and I feel like there would have been other things that's already come together for you by this point. But then, even at the end of the year, there's something grand. You know, something grand. Wow. This could be something that you feel like was completely out of your comfort zone before, like just something maybe you didn't really, you know. Um, Maybe you didn't really foresee this, you know? It's like, but your intuition knew this all along, you know? So you may remember times where your intuition back was telling you to, you know, just have peace, you know, with the process, and you'll see why, because you're like, wow, I didn't even foresee this coming, like in the physical. Like I knew something good was coming, but like I didn't see it would be this, you know? So lovely. Let's see what we get from the other deck for December. For others of you guys, you could be looking into the future, thinking about like having a child. For others of you guys, um, uh, if you already have a child, you could be happy about the position you're in by this point, because maybe you feel like you're able to do a lot that you want to do for your child. But it could just be you looking into the future and planning. For others of you guys, it could be there could be like some family members. There could be a family member that has a child. Okay, there could be a child that's like 2 months old at this point. You know, maybe you see this child, or maybe you hear of this child. You know, you could hear of someone that was given birth here, went through labor. This person could be an Aquarius, they could be a Libra, or they could be a fire sign or an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo maybe. If not them, maybe their baby. But if this is December, and let's say baby's like 2 months old, yeah, it could be a Libra baby. Well, it doesn't have to be though. Okay, we've also got Taurus energy. I just feel like there's something that you would have felt like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was struggling to get to this point, and this is just aligned. I just really feel like you're just going to be like pushing forward even more with momentum and excitement and enthusiasm. I also feel like you have a way that works for you, that's kind of where you feel like, okay, I'm in this position, I've got these things aligned. You may see like other people that are maybe struggling to kind of get in your position, you know, like the exact same position that you're in. You may see other people that desire to have what you have, and I feel like you're going to be like protecting, you know, what's valuable to you, and you know, not really kind of coming out of alignment to kind of, you know, do anything to throw you out of your position, because I feel like, you know, there's other people that may what's the word, struggling for that, but I don't know, there's something about where you may see that, okay, there's a certain way, like if you do it the right way, then you can get to this position. But if you kind of, you know, try to do something sneaky on the sidelines, like, you know, it won't really align for you, something like that. But I don't know. Yeah. But I just see something where there's like new people that could be getting contracts. I just keep seeing that. Um, okay. Um, what else? You may also be someone that like does something right or correct, where and you might be the one that like by you might be, what's the word, you might be in the position to correct a situation, and it by default you may see someone else get their karma, but you're like in the correct position. But it's like as soon as you aligned with your position, it's like they kind of get like some karma come back to them. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything else here for December? Wow. Because look, this was you. You climbed these stairs to get to this position, and you see these people that were struggling to kind of get to the same position that you're in. But it's like you may have felt like all this time you were looking behind your back to see if anything was going to come at you, but you remembered it's like once you get to that high point, you may feel like there was that, like, you know, last level, last devil type of thing. You may remember like the person that came to try to throw you off at the very end of it. And that person might be the person you see that is basically getting their karma, okay? But you know, they might be like your last level, last devil person sort of thing. But by then, by this point, you're just gonna feel like, yeah, everything worked out, everything aligned. You know, you might just kind of be looking back on your journey, of how you got to this position. I feel like you'll be in such a place of peace, guys. There's such an energy of peace here. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, people, you'll be seeing, like when you speak and when you give some sort of information, or if you're having like a business meeting, or if you're talking to like people that you're collaborating with, like they'll actually like listen to you like from a place of respect and wanting to understand what you're saying. Um, yeah, I feel like, yeah, the person as well getting their karma, they could have been someone that like wanted their voice to be heard over yours. They always wanted to be like louder than your voice, and like, you know, maybe you would like speak and people would just choose to listen, but they would be, you know, trying to distract the people listening to you to get them to listen to them instead, like something like that. But I don't know. Interestingly enough, I feel like the sense of community that you have in December, you're going to feel good with, and you're going to feel very good about whatever you've left behind, because you're going to see that all of that allowed you to align with what you've got at this point, and you're going to feel very good with it. And I do feel like there'll be some people that you feel like, this is low-key my soul tribe. Like, you know, there'll be certain few individuals that you feel like you can kind of talk with. You know, you might kind of you know, have a few groups of people that you're good with, like really good with, and you know, you may see all these people as that star energy. If you see how that card's on top of the star here, and you may feel like all these people are able to kind of push forward towards like progression or destiny. But it's just a really nice energy, guys. I like this a lot. So I'm gonna leave that there. Don't forget to give this reading a like, guys, if you stay to the end. Sending you love. Happy New Year. Take care and stay spiritually charged. Bye bye.